I feel like I didn't gave most people the benefit of a doubt for a very long time, and I'm just under the, I just came to the conclusion that I feel like most people are not real. One, why do I think like that? Because at the end of the day, I'll never truly know. Like, I don't care what your beliefs is or whatever, but at the end of the day, you are only conscious as the person that you are. And the person I am is said. So I'll never know how John Doe and Jane Doe thinks. I can only know how I think and how I perceive my reality and perceive existence. So from what I know, no one else could be real. Like, this could be GTA, honestly. Like, I could be the character and I'm living my experience. Because at the end of the day, I came out my mother's womb by myself. At the end of the day, I will leave this reality, this realm by myself. So from my thought process as a being at the moment, none of this is real. And I feel like a lot of people have the hive mind. What is the hive mind? I'm pretty sure we all know. It is the thought that everyone is on the same like vibration of thinking. You know how in a beehive you have the worker and the bees. You got the bees that go get the pollen that brings back to the colony. Just like in the ant colony. They go out, they bring the food back for the queen. Same exact concept. Someone is creating these narratives, and we as the sheeple are the hive. I try to exist outside the hive, but I'm not gonna act like I'm not included in the hive, because I do content and I want to know what's trending to hit the algorithm, to pick the trending sounds, to do all type of things to progress in my outreach to other bees, ants, I might say. And the hive mind is definitely interesting because, for example, Drake just dropped an album, and I go on my social medias, every platform, from the Instagrams to the X's to it's just all, maybe even Facebook, but I don't use it. All you see is Drake, 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 Drake. Oh, the goat, the goat, the goat, Drake, 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 Drake. We're finna turn up the Drake, Drake, Drake. Memes of Drake, Drake, Drake. Posting on stories. Oh, this and that. Oh, this and that. And it's just like, wow, this one being can have this much influence over just music. And just imagine how many people have this much influence over so many things in this world, right? But it's like the people, the sheeple, as I call them, as the elites refer to us as, that can be led by one narrative, just get controlled in their thoughts and their algorithm. Like, the phones are built off of algorithms, and they literally break down and watch what we do and watch what we talk about, and they'll know what most of us think or want to do. That's what the governments and all these agencies do with this artificial intelligence. And it's just so interesting to me because you'll sit back and really just observe things for what it is, and whole time there's whole different narratives going on. Like, you get on your phone, like, in this day and age, it's a very, like, it's always been a very lustful area, but it's a lot of like things going on this generation on your phone that you just see at instant gratification when it comes to lust. And it's just interesting, all these narratives that get pushed. And the hive mind all think a certain type of way about these things, thinking this is okay. And it's interesting to see how the future holds, because it just keeps progressing. And then on top of that, with the hive mind, it's just think similar. Like, you get on TikTok, and all of this transfers to like real life. Because I remember at one point in time, I was a summer camp counselor, and everything that I would see on my phone, I was seeing these children. It's like straight programming into their minds, like from the dancing, from the sayings, from how they react, from what they watch on TV. Like, it's truly like interesting of how society works, and we all are kind of connected on a frequency, unless you used to put down your phone and stop living in this modern Western society and go live your own type of lifestyle. You then would be living in a different, realm of thought, unlike most of these people. And I just feel like, I don't know, like, it's always going to be some type of hive mind, because we live in a modern society, and it's not about getting out of it necessarily, unless you have a like enlightenment goals. But you can reach enlightenment goals without going into solitude. But solitude is a reset and a rebrand, I always feel like. And at one point I do want to go into solitude at one point, just to focus on me as myself, because at the end of the day, that's what your whole human experience is about. Your energy, your soul came out the womb into this body to experience. And it's about also gaining the information and the knowledge of evolution. So, but I just feel like it's about looking outside the hive, and don't be the aware, be like the lights I have projecting behind this video to shine on me. I could put this outside and all the thousands of bugs are gonna fly at it. Flies. Don't be the fly that fly at the bug. Realize that we're a part of the hive, but look at the hive for what it is. Don't vibrate at the same frequency as everybody else is vibrating at, because everybody else shouldn't be on your level. Shouldn't. You should rise above the crops. You should be the cream of the crop. Because at the end of the day, most of society, what are they doing? Partying, lustful. Most people aren't millionaires, because we all can't be millionaires, because then who's going to do the lower class jobs? So it's always been a hierarchy. I've talked about this into the colony. I just feel like you got to rise outside the colony. It's not even about trying to be the queen of the colony, trying to be the king of the colony. You can leave the colony and look outside of it, but just observe the colony for what the colony is, and navigate how you want to navigate in your life within the colony, or if that be with not in the colony. And just be aware of this reality. The people at top who create this reality definitely did some detriment, and it's going to continue to be like this, because it's a spiritual battle and it's a mental battle, and it's about you being the best that you possibly and personally can be, and keep evolving and elevating.